ahead of the Ugborhen Community Development Committee elections in Ugborhen Town, Sapele local government area of Delta State, Mr. Daniel Okpetsagha has officially declared his ambition for presidency of the community. The support that Mr. Okpetsagha received during his arrival to officially declare to the elders of Odumegbako quarters, his quarter and one of the 4 quarters that makes up Ugborhen community, was mind-blowing, as hundreds of youths, men and women all greeted his presence with loud choruses thundering across the community as they marched in solidarity with the aspirant from quarter to quarter, making their voices heard and their choice crystal clear. Daniel Okpetsagha and his team made their way to the home of oldest man in the quarter, Papa Agbele, where the aspirant spoke on his ambition and why he is the best individual to take over the reins of oil-rich Ugborhen community, and his speech was followed by a resounding prayer from the oldest man in the quarters, Papa Agbele. In another move, the team, upon receiving prayers, made their way to Okogara quarters in solidarity with team member Comrade Meshak Tirei, a youth chairmanship aspirant from Okogara, a show of the bond that exists in the campaign team. Back at the lavish reception venue with food and drinks aplenty, we caught up with Mr. Daniel Okpetsagha, who spoke on the successful event before going in-depth on his plans for Ugborhen community if elected, and why the polls should not be a do-or-die affair between aspirants.
Congratulations, sir.
Thank you very much.
Flagged up your ambition to be the next Ugborhen community president.
Yep.
What are the people of Ugborhen expecting from this?
First and foremost, I want to thank you for being here. As you can see, at least you drove through the community while we were coming. My people want effective representation, where the dividends of leadership will be delivered to them at their doorstep. Quite frankly, we still have more hurdles, because this is just declaration of my ambition. I've told them that no matter what happens, we still need to do it with decorum, as is required of us. One, I was born, bred, and brought up here. I cannot destroy the very fabric that brought me to existence. So, like I rightly told our Eldersm and the council of elders of my quarter, that my own is to preach peace. And thank God, I have a very good relationship with a responsive and responsible leadership team of Seplat. And of course, we are definitely going to work together to ensure that we have a win-win situation, while we create an enabling environment for peace and business to thrive. It is also expected of them to also trickle down the benefits to my community. So definitely in that way, we are sure that there will be return on equity for investors, and business will continue to grow. So, one, I have 3 key areas. The key areas are: 1, health. The second one is education. And the third one is empowerment. As we are entering the town, if you have noticed, there is a tie road by your left when you are coming. We have a moribund farm, poultry farm that is there. At least I'm going to revive that farm to the capacity of about 30,000 beds at least, so that our people at least will be gainfully employed and reduce the pressure of the dependency on oil and maybe oil related activities that is going on in our overfeed. And again, we've had this series of snake bites and people dying untimely just because maybe there was no proper care, as health-wise, that was supposed to be given to them. My first priority is to make sure that that health center will be turned into a cottage hospital, so that our people can be able to get quality and qualitative health care. Even the neighboring village, even if there is going to be an emergency, at least they should be sustained, before they get a better help from the city. And again, the primary school we have today, I attended this primary school. I finished from here. I went to the secondary school before the population got dwindled, and I left for township. And this is not the primary school that brought me to where I am today. My primary focus is to see how every Ugborhen child or every Ugborhen pupil at least will get free and compulsory primary education. It's going to be a law. It's either you do it or you are working at cross purposes with the community. And to the best of our ability, I'm going to try as much as possible to also see how we can also encourage the secondary education, where we'll be able to provide at least maybe learning materials. And again, those of our children who are in higher institutions, we can as well encourage them by providing bursary, at least so that they will be committed and know that the community love them, and peradventure, God willing, when they get to a position of leadership tomorrow, at least they will be indebted to the community and will want to pay back at all costs. Thank you.
Okay, sir. You seem to have this much confidence, so much confidence. What is the belief that you have that you think the people will cast their vote?
Yes, at least they've seen my antecedents. No matter what, it's not a do-or-die affair. So they know me as a very peace-loving person and somebody who is very receptive, and my antecedents are there to speak for me. So definitely they are going to vote for me, and they've given me the assurances, and you can see the level of followership that we had when we were coming, and when we went to the various areas to see them. And to the best of my ability, I'm going to run a government that will have, I will call it a concentric layers, where every strata of the society will be given a responsibility, and there will be flow of leadership from the top to the bottom and responsibility from the bottom to the top. And when you run an inclusive government whereby you consult people before you do things, at least everybody will be aware that at least I was part of the process. So nobody will feel annihilated because it was not part of it. So it's going to be an inclusive government. Everybody's take will be at least carried. But we'll do our best to also see that at least our best is seen to have been done.
I am Ugborhen and this is Rero TV. Thank you for watching.